Welcome to Laguna Paron. This beautiful glacier lake is located in the high Andes of Huaraz, Peru. Laguna Paron is in Huascarán National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Because of its high elevation, it is about a 3 to 4 hour trip from the city. The first thing you notice when you get here is how blue the water is. This comes from the pristine quality of the glacial water along with the minerals that are in the rocks here. This excursion will take you the better part of the day because you have to go pretty far away from the town. We were grateful that the pickup was 8 a.m. The drive will take you through some pretty rural parts of Peru. Our guide told us that these were domestic cows that were more free range, not wild cows. Our first stop was this cute little cafe called Villa Maria. They stop here so you can get some food and some coca tea before the excursion begins.
I was gonna be like in a tea bag.
It's recommended that you drink a couple of cups of coca tea before going on there because of the altitude. The locals swear by the coca leaves and say that their effects help alleviate the different parts of altitude sickness. The drive up to the top of the mountain was beautiful and included a lot of these different terraced landscapes that are so iconic in Peru. We had read about different car trouble and van trouble that can happen in Peru, but luckily this flat tire was all we had to deal with. The laguna is right behind this rock, so we just needed to continue up a little bit further. Once we got to the top, we parked and were able to start our excursion. El Proyecto Paron protects the lake's local ecosystem and makes sure the water stays as a resource for the local communities. This lake is very high up, about 14,000 feet or 4,000 meters. There are many ways to experience the lake. These people rented a kayak. It was about $15 to rent it for an hour. You can also do one of the hikes. There is one on the left side and the right side of the lake. One of them goes all the way up to the top and has a mirador or a viewpoint, and the other one is nice and flat. The mirador trail goes up about a mile and it takes you about 45 minutes or an hour depending on your fitness level.
It's fine, I was tired too.
It's just all the way at the top.
We chose to do the lower, flatter path because my altitude sickness was getting the better of me. Before starting the lakeside perimeter trail, we went down to check out the lake. This section of the trail is about a mile in and out, and it takes about 20 minutes to hike.
This rock is crazy.
What?
This rock.
What about it?
It's like it was jutting out and it struck.
The rocks here are super jagged because they were carved out by glaciers, and then when they came and started mining, it made them even more rough. This path is part of the lakeside perimeter trail that goes for 12 kilometers or 8 miles. We did not do the whole thing, but we went to where the mine was and turned around. Luckily, at the end, we were able to find a great spot to fly the drone. This view shows how flat the lakeside trail is compared to the Mirador path. After relaxing by this gorgeous view of the water, we headed back to our spot to get a ride home. It was pretty chilly, so I highly recommend a lot of layers. This mountain excursion was a great way to explore the high top views in Huaraz.
Well, we're walking out of our tour of Laguna Paron. It was just as beautiful in pictures, if not more. We didn't end up making it all the way up to the viewpoint, but we walked along the trail on the other side, and it was really pretty.
One more thing to mention is that between the parking lot and where the trails start, there is this waterfall that you need to cross. It actually was a little more scary than it looks.
Oh, my heart was racing.
This was not a guided tour, it was a self-exploration tour, so we had to meet our group back at the van in order to go back to our place. Before being dropped off back where we were picked up, we were going to stop back at Villa Maria for lunch. I ended up ordering a caldo de gallina, which is a nice chicken soup. I liked these long rice noodles that they included. Laguna Paron is truly a hidden gem in the Andes, offering breathtaking views, high-altitude adventure, and a glimpse into Peru's incredible natural beauty. Have you ever been here before? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss our next adventure. Hope to see you there!